So now we talked a little bit about you're going from Seattle to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did that happen? You had applied for Spelman, or?
Yeah, when I was a little girl, I was just this little girl, super pro-black. I didn't want to be named Kimberly. I wanted to be named like an African name. Then my god sister was talking about she wanted to go to this place called Spelman. I'm like, well, what is Spelman? She was like, historically black college for women. So I researched Spelman, and then when I was probably elementary, middle school, one of my best friends, who's still my best friend till today, she black girl. We were all in Seattle growing up. She said she wanted to go to Howard, and I was like, I want to go to Spelman. So I went to Spelman's early college program in high school, fell in love with it, and I was like, I'm determined to go to Spelman. So I just had this desire to be in an HBCU, particularly one for women, black women. Something in me knew I needed something from that kind of culture. Because of where I grew up with Seattle, which just has a small percentage of black people, but I knew how I dealt with me as what I looked like aesthetically as a black woman, and what I dealt with trying to find blackness. I was like, I need to go to a black college, and I was very adamant about that. So I went to Atlanta, and I went to Spelman, and graduated from Spelman, and then moved to New York.
Any singing while you were down there?
I did. You know, when I first got into Spelman, I was pursuing like a degree in music, but ran from that because I don't care what nobody says. What camera should I look like? Music is not that easy. Okay, I ran. I was in diatomic harmony. I said, "Well, good night." No, ma'am. Then you had to be in Glee Club like 7 times a week. I said,
Yep.
"No, ma'am. I'm going to economics." Okay, left it, abandoned ship. Okay, abort mission. So. So I went to Spelman with the intent to study music, but I felt overwhelmed with the requirements to study it. And so I went to economics, which my father is a realist, and my mom is more spiritual. He was like, well, what are you going to do if this doesn't work out? You need a job, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, economics, at least, even if I'm a singer, I will have like a basic structure of what the economy is, the supply and demand of things, and that can apply to anywhere in life.
Right.
So I studied at Spelman. I really didn't sing at all. I never, when I was an undergrad. But then when I graduated, I started like going to the open mics at Apache, which used to be called Yin Yangs back in the day in Atlanta, which India Irie, Algebra, Erykah Badu, all these other black musicians came up in. But I used to go there all the time and do open mics, and then people thought I was special before I really knew how good I was. And I started like doing performances around Atlanta. Then I decided I visited New York. Something I felt when I was here at some point, something was pulling me here, particularly to Harlem. And then I just made a leap of faith and moved to New York. And then things just kind of, panned out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.